You're listening to the Ask Drone U podcast. You ask, we answer your drone questions. Whether you're here to turn your passion into profit or you simply fly for fun, we're a community of learners and teachers who aspire to achieve greatness. We are
Drone U.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good day. Wherever you are, just know that we appreciate you. Thanks again for listening to another edition of the Ask Drone U podcast. As always, well, as you can guess, you're right. My name has not changed. It's still Paul.
Nor has mine. It's Mark. No, I'm just kidding. That actually is my middle name. So anyways.
Huh. No. I was thinking about trying to do another joke, and then I was like,
have you ever had a little joke fall flat? Anyways.
Sorry, I was trying to think of something funny to say, and I just wasn't getting anywhere.
No, it just wasn't funny. If you laughed, please write in and tell me, because that would make me really happy. Anyways, I'm Rob. Really glad that you're with us. As always, we just have a good time here, and a big part of what makes this a good time is knowing that there's at least a few people that are out there watching and learning something. So thanks.
So if your middle name is Mark, does that make you a Marxist?
Hell no.
See, that's... Why not come up with that earlier? Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. We've actually got a really good question today. And for all of you that love my tangents and rants, well, unfortunately, can't make you happy today. We're going to keep it short and sweet, to the point. We have been working...
And the crowd went wild.
Yay. We have been working so hard on this new educational platform. And we're like right at the end. We're running, we're sprinting, and we're really excited to show this off. But before we get there, today we're going to be talking about one of the videos that's in this new props program, which is about, you got your 107, and what do you do next, right? Because there's a lot of flight schools out there, and it's largely focused around Part 107. And some other schools have great ground schools and to help you kind of get the basics of flying, etc. But once you've got, some foundations, what about actually being able to run your business in areas, well, regionally beyond wherever you live, say in your city or whatever? And here's what I'm talking about. You passed 107, but you want to go after clients, and once you get the clients, you don't want to be inhibited or interrupted by some wonky, stupid airspace authorization process from the FAA. You're not going to wait 30 or 90 days. You're not going to do that because business moves at light speed. It doesn't wait for regulatory things. And for any of you working in a government office listening to this, please heed my words. Private entities will always find an alternative if they're driven to. Proof is in the pudding over and over and over again. So that being said, today we are talking about what do you do after 107. You want to serve those clients. You want to get airspace authorizations in airports around you. So that way, if you get clients in any of that controlled airspace, you're going to be able to serve those clients in real time, right? So this is just one piece of a 3-part video. And since you guys are not a props pilot just yet, I'm not going to go obviously and give away the farm, but I think that there's one key piece of information that could really help people. And we're giving this information out because, well, we, believe it or not, do enjoy helping people. And, when it comes...
I hope they believe that by now.
Yeah, when it comes to red tape, I think that there is nothing that upsets me more than red tape and bureaucracy and whatnot. So when we learn about little hacks, little tricks that the FAA doesn't quite make public, but once you learn that that's the formula at ATC, you're like, oh, really? That's how this works. Dear FAA, you could just make the world so much easier for us drone pilots. But anyway, so what we're going to be talking about today is, let's say that you want a wide area authorization. You don't want to deal with LAANC. You don't want to be limited in certain areas. You just want to be able to have more freedom to take care of your jobs in a safe and responsible manner. Well, like I said, these videos and props, there's 3 parts. We're only going to go over the first part. But today's question is, how can we get a wide area authorization at a LAANC airport, right? Because we know, well, once the airport is LAANC, 9 times out of 10, ATC says, okay, just go through LAANC. I'm not looking at your airspace authorizations. But thanks to one Drone U instructor, who also happens to be asking the question, and thanks to his accidental operational foresight, not oversight, foresight, we learned this. So everyone can thank Kevin Lederer. You know, everyone likes to put a name to people who like do good things for the industry. Well, drop the V, get the K. Okay, Kevin Lederer, remember it. So I think this is a phenomenal piece of information and advice. I'm talking it up way too much. I'm teasing it. Let's get to the dang question. We've already probably frustrated a few people.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. Thanks for sticking with us. So this question is going to be brought to you by our upcoming virtual classes. I want to get that plug in there because these, I think we've got about 5 more the rest of the year, maybe 4, and 3 of them are in the next week and a half.
Oh, wow.
And so what I thought I would do is for anybody that hears this show and wants to sign up, we're going to do a code, all caps, DUPOD 10. So DU pod, the number 10, and you'll get a 10% discount off of any of these classes that are coming up for the rest of the year. But so you're only going to have to, you're going to have to hear it here. So if you didn't listen to this podcast, well, then you're not going to know that I said. So anyways, you with me? You with me?
So check out those classes because this week, at the end of the week, Thursday, we have UAV operations, which is now Flight Mastery plus UAV operations. So it's a lot longer than what I was doing with just Flight Mastery. Interactive modeling and mapping, which I just keep going down that rabbit hole, man. We're going to be doing that again on Friday. And then next week, we've got the mapping class with PJ. I'm doing one more mapping class. Join me. Okay. Here's what I'm talking about when I say one more. This is an experimental class. We are doing this in the afternoons. That way we can take the class piece by piece, chunk by chunk. You're not going to be, what do they call it? Drinking from a fire hose, right?
Yeah, yes, I get your point. Yeah. I think it's still a fire hose. It's just in short spurts, but that's okay.
Done.
gives you time to digest.
Yeah. And it gives you time to practice and
Yes,
hopefully retain and engage more. So if you want to learn more about drone mapping and if you want to learn why On Good Singh from Pix4D even recommends his clients to attend our class, sorry Pix, then you got to check us out because I think that you'll find when things are taught from experience, when we teach practical workflows, when we get into deliverables, when we go down these rabbit holes, yeah, we're going to teach you the theory, but we're going to teach you the systems necessary to solve problems in the field. You don't want to be the guy holding the bag in front of your client when you can't get the job done because your drone won't take off. Because there's some stupid TFR that's not actually a TFR. It's a ghost TFR, which has happened to me twice this summer. So frankly, you got to know how to be the stoic leader who can take on any job in mapping from 3D modeling all the way to editing ortho mosaics, which I actually try not to teach law enforcement how to edit ortho mosaics. Anytime I have law enforcement in class, I skip that part.
Yeah, no, that's a dangerous thing to share.
I trust people, but sometimes it's just better if you don't know.
It only takes one.
Yeah, it really does.
Let's listen to the question.
But on a positive note, we have been going deeper down into pricing, how to do multi-client pricing, helping people understanding why construction and drones are on fire right now. And so we've been adding in more exercises. So again, check out Virtual Drone Mapping Bootcamp. I will be teaching the afternoon classes. PJ is teaching the deep dive, and don't miss it. I mean it. And this is the first time I'm teaching in the afternoons. Who knows? Might have a lot of energy. Might not.
I'm pretty sure we'll find a way to get you some energy. Don't take that wrong.
He's talking about Starbucks, not crack cocaine.
That's right, exactly. We might go to a quad espresso instead of a triple.
Yeah, literally.
All right, question.
Hello, Paul and Rob. This is Kevin Lederer. And I have just one quick question that came up over this week, and it's how can you get a WAAS, Wide Area Authorization, basically, in a LAANC airport?
First off, I just want to say thank you to Kevin because not only is Kevin a Drone U Elite instructor, but he also built the office space race here at Drone U headquarters, which is so much fun to fly. Peter Diss wants everyone to know that he currently holds the course record at 23.53 seconds with a Tiny Hawk 2.
That was impressive.
It was impressive. I'm right behind him at 25 something. I can't remember. I want to say it's like 8.3, but that was with the Cinewhoop. So
Which one's harder?
I think the Cinewhoop.
Okay.
But yeah,
I bet
mean,
Peter would disagree.
I'm sure for the sake of his ego, he would disagree.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
But anyway, and then a close third is Stephen Sharp from LA County.
And that was with a much bigger drone.
With the Loki, yeah.
Loki,
Which, by the way, Stephen Sharp, you want to know something funny? Every FPV drone has turtle mode available. It's just a parameter you have to turn on. I just learned that this weekend.
Very cool. Very cool.
Anyway, so you can get a confined space drone for law enforcement for 1/20th the price and have the same features.
That's pretty cool.
Just got to build it yourself.
It'll even scoot along the ground.
Literally. Anyway, okay. Why? Okay, Kevin actually was flying an Amazon job, and he needed to be able to fly Twilight, sunset, sunrise. Okay, when you're with LAANC will not approve or auto-approve an airspace authorization if you're within that window of time. Right around sunset, right around sunrise. LAANC
Even if you're in the allowable window?
The civil Twilight, it will not let you.
Wow.
I've tried it. Doesn't let me. If other of you have tried it and you've been successful, let me know. But I mean, I just tried this last week and it did not work.
And obviously Kevin was having an issue with it. Hence the question, hence the issue, hence the find.
So he was like, you know what? I need to be able to do more than what LAANC will let me do. So I'm just going to apply for a wide area authorization with a nighttime waiver. He did get his nighttime waiver from DroneU. As many people are aware, I think the FAA, when they were still, happy with us, said that we were responsible for something like 82% of all nighttime waivers, because you could tell, because we snuck in a little bit of language so you could tell it was us. Anyway, long story short is Kevin has that nighttime waiver, and he is the one who figured out this little quirk. Let me tell you the story. So I had 3 LAANC approvals get declined, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I actually even emailed into FAA and I said, I don't know what's going on here, guys, but your LAANC is not working at KEG. It's just not working. And Dan, we'll just say Dan P, very nice guy. He said, well, I can only see one of your LAANC authorizations and it was declined. And it's because your circle went into a square that was 100 feet and you were asking to go higher than 100 feet. And I was like, well, Dan, I am a total bimbo. But when I checked my previous 2 LAANC authorizations, they were declined for network error. So there was still a legitimate LAANC issue. That being said, Kevin never applied for LAANC because he wanted to fly that civil Twilight. He wanted to fly right around sunset, right around sunrise. And so he just applied for the WAAS. Dan says, well, I appreciate you sending me this other authorization that you and your buddy, blah, 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 blah. Thanks for taking care of it the right way, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I guess you guys have learned the magic formula to getting WAAS authorizations at a LAANC airport, which is we don't give them out unless there was a nighttime waiver attached. And I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is like the golden ticket in Willy Wonka.
Well, and the reason for that is because they understand that you can't get the nighttime waiver, or I guess technically the daytime waiver, via LAANC, so you have to go that route.
I would say it's probably more practical in the fact that they want everything going through the LAANC system. They don't want airport managers and air traffic control dealing with.
That's what I was trying to say.
Gotcha.
But didn't say it very well.
Sorry,
No, it's okay.
I wasn't tracking. But I'm just saying, I think that they're trying to feed everyone into this scalable funnel. And, because a lot of people are like, no, I am special. I am the best drone pilot there ever is, and I deserve special attention. And that's not always the case.
So they're always going to point you to LAANC, but if you want the nighttime, daytime, whatever, then they're going to have to help you. And, they don't have to, but...
True.
That's interesting. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think it was a nice little hack there. So so that's why we're including this now in our what to do after 107 section of the different props programs. And I'm really excited for it because I think it's going to make navigating the ever more complicated regulatory environment much easier.
Yeah.
So,
gosh, anytime you can hack a little efficiency, take it.
Yeah, agreed. And before I go down a negative rabbit hole, thanks again for listening. Kevin, you're the man. Appreciate the race course, all the work that you've done on it. Peter and I spent 12 hours this weekend flying it over and over and over. I mean, to the point where I was like, I didn't even want to see Peter anymore. I was like, okay, I'm done. So I just want to say thank you.
It was good to see Peter, though.
It was, yeah. Every time we're stressed out, we fly this course, and it's so much fun. So thank you very much, man. Anyway, thank you to everyone else. We do appreciate you. Don't be afraid. Send in those questions. AskDroneU.com. I mean, even if it's as simple as, does the Mini 2 have attitude mode? Nope. So just let us know. But that's going to do it for us today. My name is Paul.
My name is Rob.
This is Ask Drone U.